You might not regret the first one you do. You might not regret the second one you do. But one day, the hunter will become the hunted. You, the investor in the get rich quick scheme, will become the victim. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, The Bulletproof Life. It's your girl Ronke Odewumi, and as usual, I'm delighted to have you here. Today, I'm going to be telling you about 17 purchases you are likely to regret. Yes, if you're a regular on my channel, you've probably watched the video where I talked about the 5 best purchases I've made and the 5 purchases I regret making. If you haven't watched that video, it's going to come up there so you can go and watch it. But before we get into today's topic where I talk about the 17 purchases you are likely to regret, can I ask you to please press the like button on this video because I know you're going to enjoy it. So let's be proactive and press the like button on this video. If you haven't subscribed, please do it by pressing the red button on your right. It's free, won't cost you a penny, and if you press the bell, you'll get notifications every time I share a new video. So what are the 17 purchases you are likely to regret? Because 17 is such a big number, I'm going to run through this list as fast as I can. So I'm going to provide very little explanation for this 17. So if there's any of them which you are unclear about, chat me up in the comment section and I'll provide more commentary on it. So let's get right into the 17 items. The first one is a purchase I've made, and I talked about it in that video I mentioned earlier, and it's a new car. A brand new car is a purchase you are likely to regret making if you are somebody on the journey to financial freedom. And the reason for this is because brand new cars lose value year on year. All cars lose value year on year, but brand new cars lose it a lot more. In fact, the moment you drive out of the dealership, you lose about 15% on that car. So it starts to lose value year on year, and by the time you want to resell it, you're not going to get a lot of your money back. Now, if you want to find out the sweet spot for when you should be buying your car, what age of a car should you be buying? I've got a video on that, which should also come up here about now, that tells you what is the sweet spot for buying your car. And also I have another video that talks about how to finance your car purchase. All of that coming up there right now. So the first purchase you are likely to regret is a brand new car. The second purchase you are likely to regret is one I've not made, but I know people who have made it, and it's timeshares. You know that thing where you buy a share of a holiday property abroad, like somewhere in Spain, Portugal, Italy, and it's a shared property that you can stay in anytime you are in town, and when you're not in town, they rent it out on your behalf and you get something. You're likely to regret it because that property is not going to give you as much returns as was promised at the time you bought it. When you want to stay in it, you only have a specific number of days you can stay in it in a year because other people own the property alongside with you and they are also trying to stay in it. So it's likely that all of you who own the property are going to want to stay in it around the same time, which is summer. So timeshare properties is a purchase you are likely to regret. The third purchase you are likely to regret is an extravagant wedding, especially if you paid for it. That is one you are going to likely regret when after the wedding you need money within the marriage, because the marriage starts after the wedding and then the wedding is gone and now you're broke, you're struggling to pay rent, you're struggling to pay bills, you're struggling to pay off the debt you acquired because you were throwing yourself an extravagant wedding. So that is a purchase you are also likely to regret. The moment you pee on that stick and it says positive, you are pregnant, your spending begins. You start buying this, you're buying that, you're buying this, you're buying that. You buy so much, one will wonder if you're expecting 5 or 6 babies. Baby gadgets and products is another purchase you are likely to regret. And let me explain. When you buy a baby bouncer before the owner of the bouncer arrives, then the user of the bouncer will arrive and they will not like the bouncer you have bought. Because every time you put your baby in that bouncer, baby is screaming, baby is crying. Well, the bouncer costs you £100. Hell, regret. Which is why you need to watch it when you are making purchases for babies and buying gadgets for babies, because they don't always respond well to it, especially toys, and their gadgets and products don't come cheap. So that is another purchase you are likely to regret if you go to town when you are buying it. You buy that expensive Moses basket which your baby outgrows in 7 weeks, and now they want to go into a bigger bed because they don't like that Moses basket anymore, but you've spent £200 on it. Regret. So baby products and gadgets is another purchase you are likely to regret, and you need to watch yourself when you are making that purchase. Single-use kitchen gadgets. Some of us just like to purchase kitchen gadgets. Whether we use them or not, we don't care. Some of those kitchen gadgets, you can't even use them for multiple things. I mean, gadgets like blenders, gadgets like food processors, you can use them for so many things. You get value for your money from them very quickly. Your toaster you use all the time because you eat breakfast every day. You get value for your money. But there are some single-use kitchen gadgets that we like to buy. And at the end of the day, they just take up space in our homes. I've seen something called the banana cutter. Why do I need the banana cutter? It cuts your bananas into tiny pieces. There are so many kitchen gadgets that are just single-use ones, especially if you are somebody who doesn't eat that particular food a lot. For example, a kitchen gadget that cuts pasta, but you are somebody who eats pasta once in 3 months. A bread maker, but you are somebody who prefers store bread, but you have bought a bread maker and then you're not using it, and it's sizable and it's sitting on your kitchen cabinet taking up space. That is a purchase you are likely to regret. So before you open that Amazon browser to buy that bread maker, to buy that pasta cutter, ask yourself, am I going to use it, or is this a single-use kitchen gadget for me? Because if you buy a single-use kitchen gadget, my dear sister, you are going to regret it. My dear brother, even though you like to look sexy cooking in the kitchen, you are going to regret it. So it's very important that you think about whether your kitchen gadget is a multi-purpose kitchen gadget or a single-use kitchen gadget. If it's a single-use one, that is a purchase you are going to regret. Get rich quick schemes. Do I even need to explain this one? You are going to regret it. You are likely to regret it. You are going to regret it. Simply because it's a get rich quick scheme, which makes it a fraud, which makes it a scam. MLMs, pyramid schemes, get in quick, get rich quick. Put in 100, come out with 3,000. That scheme, you are going to regret it. You might not regret the first one you do. You might not regret the second one you do. But one day, the hunter will become the hunted. You, the investor in the get rich quick scheme, will become the victim. And that makes it a purchase you are likely to regret. Expensive wedding dresses. I'm guilty. I'm guilty of this one. I went to the US and got myself a lovely, expensive wedding dress. And that was money that we could have put to other use, which I put to an expensive wedding dress. So that is also a purchase you are likely to regret, simply because it's a one-use item. Unless there's something very, very wrong somewhere, you're not going to wake up 3 months after you got married and put on your wedding dress and go to the stores, are you? In fact, if you do, you will get a lot of looks. It might be a good marketing gimmick for something, but in reality, you are not going to end up wearing your wedding dress again after your wedding day. I haven't worn mine since I got married over 10 years ago. But if there's a way for me to wear it again without cutting it, please, comment section, tell me about it. If there's a party we can go to where dress code is wedding dress, maybe I should throw a party and have a dress code wedding dress, so that I can wear my wedding dress, and other people like me who have made this purchase that they regret can wear their wedding dress to my party. Do you see where I'm going? Your wedding dress, if it's an expensive one, it's a purchase you are likely to regret. Purchases from unknown websites. There are so many online sellers now that it's easy for you to get scammed. So it's very important that when you are buying online, first of all, you check that the website is an HTTPS one when you type it into your browser, so that you know that your money is somewhat secure. Secondly, if you have to buy from an unknown website, make the purchase with a credit card so that you can have some recourse to funds. And if you are going to make a purchase with a debit card because you are on a financial journey and you are not using a credit card, avoid unknown websites. Avoid websites that have no securities on them, that you cannot trace the brand, they are not known. Avoid shopping from those websites. If you purchase from unknown websites, you are likely to regret the purchase that didn't arrive. And even if it did arrive, it might be poor quality, you might be unable to return it, you might be unable to reach customer services. So to avoid being burnt, try to avoid making purchases from unknown websites online. Trendy kids toys. This is a bit like baby purchases. You buy trendy kids toys, which are always very expensive because they are on trend, and then they arrive and your children prefer to play with the boxes in which they came. My children are guilty of playing with the boxes that toys come in more than the actual toys. In fact, when I get a package for myself, not a toy, just a package that comes in a big box, they are really excited about the box, because then they ask me to take out my package, they climb into the box, they draw on it. Sometimes it becomes a car, sometimes it becomes a bed. It is the way of kids, and that is why you need to be careful when you buy trendy kids toys. Your children can grow tired of them very quickly, and you've spent a lot of money on it. Then it becomes a regret purchase. So ask yourself, do I really need to buy that trendy kids toy? Cheap kitchen knives. This one is frustrating. If you are someone that cooks and you have cheap kitchen knives, they will make cooking such a difficult experience for you. They will make it harder. You won't even realize the kitchen knives are making your life harder until you get good knives. I've not been paid to say this, but I got some really good knives from IKEA, and I've got some really good knives from John Lewis store. Both of these stores have sold me really great knives that have lasted me. In fact, my John Lewis knives are over 10 years old. I got them when I was in school. That was in 2007, and they've lasted till now. I still have my John Lewis knives from 2007, and they're going strong. And that is why it's important that you don't get cheap kitchen knives. Get quality knives that will do the job, so that they don't become regret purchases. Low quality appliances, they can easily become regret purchases simply because they won't last, simply because they won't do the job well, and they won't last. And the moment they're out of their warranty, which is probably a year, for some is even 6 months, some is 18 months, but once they're out of the warranty, PM, the appliance is broken, and then you have regrets, but you spent money on it. If you watch past videos on my channel, you will know that I always say you should buy the best quality you can afford, simply because it will last you and last you and last you. So therefore, low quality appliances are a purchase you are likely to regret. A house you can't afford. A house you can't afford is a purchase you are likely to regret. If you buy too much house, in one of my videos where I talked about saving up for your own house, and that video would have come up by now. In that video, I mentioned that you shouldn't buy too much house. You should buy the house you can afford. You shouldn't be a family of 3 buying a 6-bedroom house. You shouldn't be a family of 2 buying a 4-bedroom house. That is too much house. And it will become a purchase you regret if you are struggling to pay the mortgage. Because the bigger the house is, the more the payment is going to be. Because it's going to be a house that costs more, and then you have more of a mortgage payment to make. So it's very important that you buy the house you can afford. You buy the house that is within your limit. Don't buy the bigger house because you want to pay them. Don't buy a bigger house because you need to stunt on the gram. Don't buy the house that you think will be Instagrammable. Buy the house you can afford, so that your house doesn't become a regret purchase. Selling off a house is not a day's job. So you don't want to buy a house that you want to put on the market 3 months after you bought it, because then it gives you hassles and it's just stressing you out. So a house can become a purchase you regret if you buy something you can't afford. Clothes that don't fit. I've heard of people who buy clothes for the size they dream to be. They buy clothes for when they lose weight. That's a purchase you are going to regret if you don't lose weight. Apart from the fact that it puts you under pressure to lose weight, you might actually not lose weight. And you need to live your life now. You need to buy the clothes you can wear now. So it's very important that you don't buy clothes that don't fit. Because if you buy clothes that don't fit, you're going to regret that purchase. Because the possibility is high that they will stay unfit. Because even if you then lose weight, they might be out of trend. They might still not fit you because your body dimensions have changed. You have not lost weight in the way that you hoped. So the clothes still remain a regret purchase. So it's very important that you buy clothes that fit the person and the size that you are now. Because we love you as you are. We love you the way you are now. Whether you are slim, whether you are bigger, it doesn't matter. Being healthy is the key. So we love the size you are now. So you should buy clothes for the size you are now, so that you don't regret the purchases that you've made. Still on the fashion line, this one is instant. Every time you wear those shoes, you will regret buying them because they are uncomfortable. They will make you miserable. I've never understood the concept of buying shoes that are uncomfortable just because they are pretty. Because they are not doing the job you bought them for. Because they are shoes. Shoes are meant to be worn, and not thought about when they are on your feet. They are meant to carry you from one place to another comfortably. But once you wear them and you have to hold on to somebody else, or you are tottering, you are walking like this, like a pretty duck, there is a problem. The shoes have become a regret purchase. So it's very important that when you buy shoes, please buy comfortable shoes. Don't put fashion over comfort. Fashion and comfort should work hand in hand. It's also important that you buy the best quality you can afford. Once you are on the website selling the shoes for all things £5, the possibility that they will be uncomfortable is high, especially if you are buying high heels and you are buying them on the website that sells all shoes £5. You will get what you paid for. So comfortable shoes are another thing that you are likely to regret buying. Lottery tickets. When you are buying the lottery tickets, there is hope. But the day they announce the numbers and you don't win, they've become a regret purchase. End of. Extended warranties. This is another one. Most of the products you buy, especially in the UK, come with adequate warranty. But when you buy that extended warranty, you're just wasting your money. Because by the time that something happens to that item, you will realize that your extended warranty means nothing. It's a useless purchase, it's a dull purchase, and I always advise that people don't do extended warranties. And that brings me to the end of my list of 17 items you are likely to regret buying. Have you been buying these items? Do you have any of them in your house, in your possession? Tell me about them in the comment section. Remember, we are being honest with each other here. I've told you about my brand new car that I regret buying. I've told you about my extravagant wedding dress I regret buying. So, talk to me in the comment section. Let me know what are the things that you have bought that you regret buying. And if they are not on this list, even better, tell me about them. Share it with the Bulletproof community. Let's all learn from these experiences. If you have enjoyed this video, which I hope you have, please press the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do it by pressing the red button on your right. It's been a delight hanging out with you guys. You guys mean a lot to me, and I love making these videos just to be able to come here and say hello to you guys and then again, goodbye. Have a lovely week and you take care of yourself. Bye-bye.